Welcome. You're not at all what I expected. I am Sagril, Chancellor of Windermere. She said you were beautiful, although I have noticed that she has peculiar tastes. You're just in time. Our little army is building up quite nicely. I was beginning to fear that we'd actually have to execute the lady's plans, ludicrous as they are. Please, it is just Sagril. I am no knight. I only recently came of age. The maid seized me just as I was leaving my hollow, as though she had been waiting. The great cycle has left me vacant, but I am no friend of the Maid of Windermere. Though the Winter Ballads name her a hero, her favourite role is the heartless tyrant. The beasts in this village may act civilized, but they are anything but. Cross them and they will kill you, just like their wild cousins would. Every summer ballad ends in the maid's defeat. Time and again she has played the villain. Now she intends to change that permanently, and she has the power to do so. This army is not a new device, not at all. It is all part of the great ballad Cursed Kingdom, in which fair Queen Bellmaid reduces the maid's army to a scattered mob. It is the source of her power and of her madness. Normally she's not so terrible to be around, if you don't mind plotting and treachery, that is. Of course you are, forgive me. I often forget that my time with the House of Ballads has passed. Now I am but a prisoner of the maid. We all are. You see, this place, it's calm. It is only an illusion. The maid uses her strange crystals to pacify the beasts, just as she enchants our friends. We must destroy the crystals to earn our freedom, but they are invisible to all but the maid. It is her song that calls them. The crystals are hidden around the village and forest of Summer's End. You cannot see them with the naked eye. They appear only when summoned by a musical tone. You must hurry.
fey hammer she took in hand, and, singing like the lark, she ended the enchanting haze that deepened in the dark. The creatures freed, released from spell, became savage once more. The crystal posed a threat to Fey. Bellmaid had to smash the ore. The maid was thwarted once again, this time by Bellmaid's might, a house of ballads heroine, who brought to darkness light. She may be queen of Wenson's throne, but learn you well this tale. A woman's strength lies not in men, but where men often fail.
Hello. Quite a display, my friend. It makes me proud to share a name. You made quick work of the maid's army. The lady herself, however, will prove more formidable. Take this. It's the key to the village bell house. That bell rings with the same tone as the flute, only louder. So loud it can be heard across these high mountains. The toll will break the enchantment on the maid's castle. Then you will have your chance. Make the most of it, my friend. It may be your last. And now I am free. I do hope we meet again. I would like you to have this. It's a talisman. I have no need of it where I am going. Just above the chantry. The door to the castle is warded, but once you ring the bell, that ward will be no more. May your gods protect you.
Joder. Ya. Ya lo sé ya. Que nos pega una hostia buena, sí. A la venga, tío. Ah. Pues si es medio tonto, yo no tengo la culpa.
Welcome to my home, beloved. I hope it suits your fancy, for you will never leave it. The fates of Creth and Aermer are on your head, my love. Those good knights were victims of this decaying pattern, sacrifices to the House of Ballads. As for the others, they will fulfill their roles shortly. Each has been saved, freed from their well-worn paths. They walk a new road now. My road. I loathe this rock. Its chilled corridors and dripping ceilings. Its whispering haunts of a past long dead. I no more wish to be the queen of this castle as I do to return to it again and again. I will escape its legacy. That is a promise. Wenson is here, along with his court of enchantments. The great halls and corridors echo with their voices, of the ancient stories told and forgotten. It is time to begin anew, for we write the final chapter of the House of Ballads. Only when the memory of ancient glories has faded can new glory be forged. Everything you see, the castle and all that resides in it, could be yours. That includes my love. Consider it.
And to the dawn, to the echoed dusk, I, the king of ancient ballads, scepter of this house, and the falcon of Detir, annihilator of Elkmar and on, languish in a sanctified sea. We will hear no more from broken sages, nor listen when we venture forth alone. These wintry beckons of the brazen gull that calls and boasts to others of her kind, from Magwyn, maid of Windermere, that once again enraptured me in my hollow.
Sagril, you've come at last. It's time to cross swords with one worthy of your talents. You've caused the maid much grief, and that saddens me. Luckily, your death will provide her much pleasure. I've seen the world as it could be. A realm where I can be what I choose, go where I choose. The maid has enchanted me with her truth. I honor the Emerald Lady with every head I lay at her feet. Yours is next.
Bastante fácil.
A wretched fool of pride am I to think I could resist her seduction. I know perdition like the terrestrial cane, a crutch that saps the dew of youth. And yet here was beauty manifested, a heart serene, sublime, a clamorous cascade, all in calumnious wonder. When night falls on the countryside, the noise of wanton opprobrious lechery, the stench of sullen gloom, and the false corpse of sordid history exhumed to please, compounded and again interred into the womb of the past. Then am I lost. Windermere has corrupted and stolen freedom hats. She loves her slave, a skeletal mind of sleep, a deathly pagan of submission that trembles near her touch. From ecstasy so base she laughs. She is all. I adore her. I love her without repudiation, malcontent, denial, or falsehood. At times beneath the veil of lusty happenstance, to prove there is no more of Belmaid, my own love. There is only Markweir, only Belmaid.
At last you've come. The maid has made her sick fantasy a reality. Everything she was has been warped by the prismere crystal she holds so dear. It is difficult to tell if she controls it, or if it controls her. We must escape this place. The telling has failed us, Sagril. Nothing is certain. Enchanted, all of them. All to write her twisted tale of dominance. This isn't about breaking the shackles of the past. It's about power, nothing more. I've been captured by the maid many times in the telling, and I've always escaped. This time, however, I'm afraid the outcome may prove different. If we must, but I fear I have no role in this song now. We are far beyond what is familiar. The maid will be in the courtyard, where our ballad finds its end. Come, I will show you. Perhaps then I will find the courage that is required. They're around here somewhere.
Hola. ¿Qué tal, chica?
Look at this, Olaine. The maid's old keep still has vermin lurking in its shadows. Tell me, Sagril, is there a reason we shouldn't exterminate you? I was offered a new telling. One where I no longer bowed to the will of a man who is in every way my inferior. For the first time, I was given a choice. I know who I am. I am Belmaid, servant of the Queen of Spring, the Maid of Windermere.
¡Hostia! No me he dado cuenta que era ella. ¡Puta vida! ¿Qué hostia me ha dado? Joder. Joder.
At last you've come. We must escape this place. The telling has failed us. Enchanted, all of them. All to run. I've been captured by the maid. If we must. The maid around here somewhere. We must find the others. They are trapped somewhere in the depths of Windermere. The crystal is how she crept into the heads of the others. How she turned the Court of Enchantments against us. I don't know, but the castle is large, and the maid is clever. She will pit them against us. Of this I am certain. They're around here somewhere.
Look at this, Olaine. The maid's old keep still... I know who I am.
Hostia, tío, macho, me cago en su puta madre, colega. Hijos de puta, tío. Joder.
Not far now.
Ven, ven.
Keep up.
Look at this, Olaine. The maid's old strong words from...
¡Hostia! Tío, ¿en serio? Joder. ¡Vete! ¿Qué haces, tío? Dios, buena. Joder. Buena.
Maid of Windermere has corrupted and stolen freedom, Hans. She loves her slave, a skeletal mind of sleep, a deathly pagan of submission that trembles near her touch. From ecstasy so base she laughs. She is all. I adore her. I love her without repudiation, malcontent, denial, or falsehood. At times beneath the veil of lusty happenstance, to prove there is no more of Belmaid, my only love. There is only Marguerite, only Belmaid. I despise this man.
Stop! Sagar, wait! Go no farther! I can't do this. I can't. You must understand. Every time I have faced the Maid of Windermere, we've both dangled by the strings of fate, puppets in the telling. Now she is free of those bonds. I would not even know how to face her. Before, my victory was assured. I have never known failure. This story is yours now, my friend. Take the King's token. You are the only one left worthy of possessing it. It was you she wanted all along. I believe in you.
Joder. Ahora hoy se me escaquea el rey. Hasta luego, pues, majo. Será cabrón. Hostia. Ahí. Te veo.
We meet in the flesh at last. It is a pity our relationship ends here. I was beginning to think we had a future, as creatures of common purpose. All you have witnessed was for me alone. It was justice. Imagine a lifetime of bondage 100 times over, and you will know my suffering. You, though, you are special. You are one capable of comprehending such concerns. We too, we are misunderstood. So they say, but you and I both have seen the coming fire, a change the likes of which no fae, summer or winter, has ever seen. The telling will never cease, but the ballads that make up its grand design will wither and fade, and new ones will blossom on the vine. Perhaps, but you and I are the same. We challenge the past and strive to rewrite the future. We are singing the greatest song of all. The Tuatha have taught me that power only comes with the willingness to destroy, to begin anew and tell new stories. And in Prismere, they have found the means to do so. I weep for what might have been. You and I, side by side, wielding the power of the crystal. But there can only be one hero.
¡Ya! ¡Hostia, colega!
We meet in the flesh at last. It is a pity our relationship ends here. I was beginning to... All you though. Perhaps the Tuatha I weep for...
Me ha one-shoteado, tío, pero vamos a ver, colega. No me he dado cuenta. Uf. Terrible. Esa magia.
We meet in the flesh at last. It is perhaps the Tuatha have taught. I weep for.
Venga, tío, en serio. Venga, hago en su puta madre, tío. Joder. Qué fuerte, tú. No quiero bajar la dificultad, hijos de puta.
We meet in the flesh at last. Perhaps.
Venga, tío. Me cago en su puta madre. Me se dejar invocar, cojones. Sí, no, hombre. Espera, espera, ¿puedes invocar alguno más? ¿Dónde está mi puta invocación, colega? Ah, venga, me cago en Dios, tío. Hostia, qué hijos de puta. Qué hijos de puta, tío. Qué puta cara. Joder. Hostia puta, tío. Qué descaro. Joder. No me jodas.
We meet in the flesh at last. Perhaps, but you, the two I weep for.
Sí, 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 sí. Hasta qué puta cara, tío. ¿Quién me ha atacado? A una puta planta, tío. A la te tomas por culo, macho. Ahora me da una puta planta, tío. Hostia, qué puta cara. Hostia, colega, qué puta cara, tío. Hostia. Mucha cara esto, tío,
We meet
Todo muy
in the
conveniente.
flesh at last.
Venga, hombre.
It is a pity our relationship ends. Perhaps the two Arthur have taught me. I weep for what might.
¡Bravo! Muy buena esa. Bien, bien. Ha estado bien. Me ha gustado.
We meet in the flesh at last. Perhaps.
Sí, 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 a la venga. Qué puto descaro, me cago en su puta madre, tío. Me cago en su puta madre, tío.
We meet in the flesh at last. It is a perhaps.
Me cago en su puta madre. ¡Eh! ¡Pero tira fuego! puta, tío! ¡Me cago en Dios! ¡Hostia puta, tío! ¡Joder! ¡Que no!
We meet in the flesh at last. It is a pity. Perhaps I...
Colega. Hostia, me cago en Dios, tío. Hostia, me cago en Dios, colega, tío, de rato igual. Hostia puta, tío, qué hija de puta. En cuanto estoy con una barra, tío, me lanza el guansoteo. Qué hija de puta, tío. Tengo que alejarme de ella y estar atento al no muerto.
We meet in the flesh at last. Perhaps I...
Al enfrente, me cago en Dios. Toma.
I seek only justice for what has been done to me all these many lifetimes. Don't I deserve as much? Don't we all?
Ahí tienes razón. Venga, va, ¿qué cojones?
No longer are you at war with me for reasons you do not understand. You have seen the world as I have, as a realm of limitless potential. We usher in a new season, you and I. One where we rule the House of Ballads side by side. The Maid of Windermere is finished playing the villain. Now go. I shall prepare a place for you. Our telling is whatever we wish to make it.
me ligo la mala, tú.
And with sacred vows of the rising sun, the eternal flood of a love lies near, a streamlet of satisfied honeyed truth, like the flowered scent of a bedewled veil, so wistfully endures the swollen heat, persists through time and doubt, until at last, like heaven's jury in a court of chance, proffers forth the once impending evil. A love, but this one most divine and fair, the memory of Queen Belmaid, my faith, my heart and will, the gentle calming wind that like the supine earth a tree's embrace, I'd welcome it. I remember Belmaid.
I have a secret to tell you. I am not sad. When I was a girl, my father used to tell me that when you grow old with someone, you tie your fates together and create a pattern that is part yours and part theirs. My father said that this is why when an old person dies, their partner is never far behind. But I do not feel that way. I feel free. Saved us.
Lady Sagrul!
The hero returns. But to what? You have, and the remnants of the telling scatter in your wake. Your presence here was the change I saw coming. It was the looming death on the horizon. I do not blame you, Sagrul. This world, this Amalur, is a realm of mortals.
A kingdom of dust for transient souls on their way from one life to another. It is not a fey world. It is not my world. Perhaps you and the maid will find reassurance in this volatility. I cannot. I will remain here to serve this house, as has been my role for many seasons. Now, as it was then, I am a servant of the House of Ballads.
Bueno, Claste, cambiaste para siempre el antiguo cantar de escritura de propia historia y lo viste en la nueva gobernante de la Casa de los Romances con espadas Fai, su presidente de Maná y también de probabilidad de Sal.
Such events were not unknown to me, mortal. I have foreseen your arrival here for many seasons. I have foreseen the upheaval and the loss. Winston's tale will live on in the telling, far longer than even we know. However, his actions in Windermere will be part of the ballad now. His final cowardice.
Si no se hubiera ido el rey, entonces sí que hubiera... no me hubiera continuado a favor de estos, en contra de estos, pero es que... ya me entiendes.
My journal! Oh, I trust this wasn't too difficult to obtain. What of Horace? A shame that. Thank you for being brave enough to retrieve this, in spite of what happened to Horace. As we agreed, here is some gold for your trouble. I appreciate your help. Terrible, terrible what happened to him. I will remember Horace Despero as the bravest gnome I ever had the pleasure to meet. He was one fine, dedicated worker. You don't find that sort of ethic much anymore.
¿Y esto? Va. ¿Aquí está mi reina o qué? Bueno, pues ya está, ¿no?
Need supplies? Try the corner shop.
I cannot emphasize the importance of what you've done. Until you destroyed those shipments, all of Odarath was living on borrowed time. Farewell. I cannot emphasize the importance. Of what you've done until farewell.
Difícil, ¿eh? Bueno. Bueno.
Hostia, que me ha dado.
Ya.
It's good you're here. I was beginning to think you were just something I saw in the bottle. Welcome to the ruins of Delok. Because for some reason, you can change fate. In here, I can get a glimpse of the whole of the weave, and see— Yes, come with me. No, it's the ruins. I'm hoping that the stone will tell me who you are. The theater— Since then, it's been lost. In we go. Keep quiet. We aren't safe here. Ever since this place was abandoned, strange beasts have moved in. Stay close. This place has been abandoned for so long that some Fate Weavers think it's just a legend. The theater can show us the whole tapestry of fate, laid bare. We can do nothing to change it, or prevent its horrors. Well, most of us can't. This way. After all those years of hiding in a bottle, it's good to see some action again. If only one last time. Stay close. We're almost there. Or at least as far as I can take you.
No vas a morir aquí. Yo cambio la historia, tranquilo.
I've seen this moment. I'm sorry, my friend. This is as far as I can take you. He was supposed to... Do you have any idea what you've done? What sort of power you're playing with? You absorbed everything he was, everything he would do. You changed the weave of destiny itself. Because of you, there are deeds he won't do. Children of his that won't be victims that won't die when they were supposed to. Yes, I'm aware you're much more dangerous than I thought. We need to get you to the...
Por aquí. La mazmorra es tochísima. Pero bueno. ¿Esto por qué no está abierto? Eso es por abajo, ¿ok? Ah, vale, vale. Tengo que venir por aquí, por aquí, por aquí y así, así. Vale, pues. Entonces,
This way.
allá. Ahora ya ni más salida, ¿no? No, sigue ahí camino. Sí. Oh. Mierda puta. Toma. Joder. La mierda.
Stay close.
Allá. Ya, pesado. Vaya. Me ha pillado tonto con iniciativa. Qué mareo con la cámara.
The theater of fate. I never thought I'd see it. We Fate Weavers never fully understood the power of this place. Seems there's a lot we don't understand. The scar? Gods, I should have brought another bottle.
Es que esta build es una pasada, tío. Que ni me tocan. Una burrada, tío, esta build. Bueno, que está bien tirado.
No surprise Niskaru found its way with it. Put your hands on the stone, and maybe we can find answers to your. This temple was. The legends say that they drew on age. Just put your hand on the depth.
Voy.
The Destiny Stone came apart at your touch, and all around you the tapestry of fate, unweaving itself. And there at the core was the Codex of Destiny, the wisdom that the Fae used to help the first Fate Weavers understand the nature of the weave. Don't you see what this means? Yes, it is. And from what I can tell, you're the one changing it. With every breath, you're changing how lives begin and end. The way the Codex of Destiny came to you out of the stone. That's got to mean something too. But I'll be damned if I can read this thing. As dangerous as an open flame, you could help people or destroy them entirely. When you get involved, there's no grand cosmic plan. Only freedom and all the dangers that come with it.
Mucha libertad. Sí, yo digo que te debo una. Espera, ¿qué es eso? ¿Qué pasa aquí?
Purge the abomination in the name of Godflaw.
Buena.
This looks like some fun.
Who are you? How do we know you're not working with the Tuatha?
I don't
Es mi novia.
You trust me. I'm much more interested in your friend here.
Claro.
I'm beginning to think that these Tuatha don't like you. Now, why do you think that might be? After all, someone who can change the fate of the world, who wouldn't want you? I'm not sure, but they're very well informed about your location. They came straight here from Didenhill, but they're not nearly as interesting as you. Especially now that they're dead. Now it's my turn. Why are you here? Ha! Knowing the future is for fools. Who reads the end of a book before it's time? Save your attention for the present. Like that codex you found? Our scholars thought those were all gone from the world. But you're just full of surprises. Good luck understanding it. That's Fey knowledge. They don't even have a written language. The stone is simply embedded with what they know, unseeable to mortals. Normally, I'd suggest looking in Issa, but the Fae are not fond of unexpected guests. But don't look so sad. There's still hope. When you're ready, meet me at the House of Ballads. Be on your way.
Bueno, te dejo por la otra piba,
I can't trust her. Never met a Darkelfar who'd give me a straight answer, even with a sword at their throat. But she wasn't wrong about that codex. Just be careful doing anything she suggests. Meanwhile, we can't just ignore the Tuatha that are tracking you. We need to do something about them. She said they came through Didenhill, didn't she? They don't belong in these lands, so they probably left a trail wide as an Eden's backside. Meet me there, and we'll track them down. Maybe we can find out why they're after you. Or at least how they can find you so easily. I've got some final rites to perform before I leave this place. Good luck.
Hala. Pues hasta aquí hemos llegado. A ver el fútbol.